the smartest sports YouTuber back with another video. And in this video, we gotta talk about the absolute ass whooping destruction, ass blasting by the Cleveland Browns to the Cincinnati Bengals. 41-16, the Browns beat the Bengals. And I got some shit to say. I got some shit to get off my chest. First of all, Browns fans, shut the fuck up. You have the same record as us, and before the season, you guys were talking about Super Bowls. So, your expectations shouldn't be this low, right? Alright, there you go. Shut the fuck up, Browns fans. You guys are trash fan base, all of the above. Now, for the Bengals, the defense once again played like absolute trash. They win another, 2 quarters without making the Browns punt. 41 points. Obviously, 7 of those came from a pick six, so we can't really blame it on that. But still, they barely can make another team punt. They're getting run all over. It's time for me to go try out for the Bengals. It's time for me to try out for fucking linebacker and D-line because they need all the help they can get right now. This is getting ridiculous. If you look at it, Nick Chubb just absolutely killed us. It wasn't even close. Nick Chubb just ran all over us. He stuck his chub down our throats. Those are just the facts. And obviously, this offense only scored 16, but I thought the offense was moving the ball great. Obviously, the first drive, they moved it right down the field. Then Burrow throws a bad interception that goes for a pick six. Another turnover. Burrow gets a pass tipped up in the air. Pick. Jamar Chase, fumble. Samaje Perine on a crucial 3rd and 3 drops a pass that would have been a first down in a critical part of the game. I'm pretty sure it was 14-7 when that happened. Yes, Samaje Perine drops the ball. Then on 4th down, nothing happens. So turnover on downs. Then they go down and score. So Samaje Perine needs to get the fuck out of the game, especially when they're in empty sets. There's no excuse for Samaje Perine to be in the game. Chris Evans needs to be in those situations. Someone who can actually catch the ball. And Jamar Chase had his worst game as a pro. I'm pretty sure numbers wise, he might have had a lesser yard. He had a lesser yard game against the Jets, but this game was his worst. He dropped 2 key passes. One was a touchdown over the shoulder, perfect throw by Joe Burrow. He dropped that in the end zone. Another one was when the Bengals had a slight chance to come back. They just needed a quick score. Jamar Chase drops a bomb down the field that would have set up another score. So he dropped basically 2 passes that would have been or led to touchdowns. So terrible game by Jamar Chase, and he had that fumble. T. Higgins, he had a solid game, but he also had a drop touchdown pass. I mean, he jumped up and hit him in both hands. It's not like it hit his fingertips. No, he got both hands on it, both middle part of the hands, palms on the football. You got to catch that, especially that's T. Higgins' game. He's not some great route runner. He's not some speed demon. He's just a big body who can make contested catches. And right now, he hasn't been making those contested catches this year. So he needs to pick it up. Obviously, Burrow with those 2 turnovers, I would say one was his fault. He needs to pick it up. But for the most part, I thought Burrow played a good game. He got sacked 5 times. He was absolutely getting killed in the backfield. And yeah, he was still making the throws, still completing passes. So I would say it's a solid game by Burrow. I'm not going to say it's a terrible or a good game by Burrow, obviously. He did have 2 drop touchdown passes. And if you look at it, our defense just can't tackle worth a shit. I guarantee if I went to the practice stadium right now, the practice field, and I went up against this Bengals defense, I'm breaking 5 tackles. I'm breaking 10 tackles. They can't tackle worth a shit right now. I don't know if the opposing teams are putting Vaseline all over their bodies. Is that why they can't tackle them? I have no idea, but they have to get their fucking shit together. But the Bengals are 5-4. I know people are starting to talk shit, but 5-4, you're on pace to make the playoffs. We got a bye week coming up. We got a lot of home games coming up, so I'm not concerned. The Bengals are still making the playoffs, and obviously the Steelers should be in last place, but the referees just wanted to give them the Bears game last night, so that is what it is. But the Bengals will be in first or second place behind the Ravens. I said this from the start of the year. You can go back. I said it would be the Bengals and Ravens battling out for first place, and that is still the case. The Bengals will make the playoffs. That is a fucking fact. They're going to get their shit together. This offense is starting to click and move the ball. They just got to limit the turnovers, the fumbles, the interceptions, and this offense is about to go off the second half of the year. And this defense had 2 bad weeks in a row. Coming off the bye week, they will get their shit together. That is a guarantee. So I'm excited for the second half of the year. They're about to go the fuck off. Cleveland Browns fans, you got to realize your team was expected to be a Super Bowl contender, and now you're bragging about being 5-4, the same record as the Bengals. So that's how far you have fallen. The Cleveland Browns have nothing in their franchise history worth bragging about, so I get why this was like a Super Bowl to you guys. The Cleveland Browns are a pathetic franchise, one of the worst franchises in the league. The Bengals are a far superior franchise with a superior quarterback and a superior wide receiver. Obviously, Baker Beer Belly Mayfield ran Odell out of town, and let's not act like Baker had some stud game without Odell. No, he had an average game. For the most part, he had 100-something yards, 1 touchdown, and then at the very end of the game in garbage time, he had like a 20-yard pass to Njoku to get over 200 yards and get his second touchdown. So it was a Nick Chubb game. It was a defense game. It was not a Baker Mayfield game, and that's how games have to be because he is average Andy. Okay, he's in that Andy Dalton realm when he was in his prime. He's in that Kirk Cousins realm, except I think Kirk Cousins is a little bit better than Baker Mayfield. But it is what it is. Browns fans, I know you guys are all excited about being 5-4 for some reason. I guess expectations have fallen that much, but the Bengals will get it together. That was a 2-game little losing streak. This was their first game getting blown out. They have a bye coming up. Perfect time for the bye. After this bye, they're about to go on a run, a playoff run. Those are the fucking facts. Joe Burrow will pick it up, and he will go back into the MVP conversation. Jamar Chase will pick it up, and he will win Offensive Rookie of the Year. And T. Higgins will step the fuck up. Tyler Boyd's going to get more involved. That's another thing I guess I'll bring up. I feel like a lot of the reasons for Joe Burrow's interceptions is he's trying to force it to Jamar Chase, or they're trying to get Jamar Chase involved too much. He had 12 targets. Tyler Boyd had 2. Obviously, if Jamar Chase is a risky person to throw the ball to because it's always going for the money. It's always this and that. Obviously, if you look at Joe Burrow, he has 11 picks on the year. I guarantee more than half of them are to Jamar Chase. The Ravens game I can remember on the top of my head was Jamar Chase. Both these 2 picks, this game was to Jamar Chase. There's a Lions one that was to Jamar Chase. I'm pretty sure one of the Packers ones, but I could go through it. I'm pretty sure more than half of his picks are to Jamar Chase. So, yeah, they have to get Tyler Boyd more involved. Right now, T. Higgins and Jamar Chase are getting most of the targets. That shouldn't be the case. Tyler Boyd's a nice, safe receiver. Yeah, and he needs to get more involved, and I think that is a point of emphasis, like Zach Taylor said after the game. So I wouldn't be surprised their next game if Tyler Boyd gets at least eight targets, at least 6 catches, and he goes the fuck off. So I'll just leave that video off there. Those are my thoughts about this game. The Bengals are still in great position. The Browns still have fallen from grace, has fallen from the Super Bowl expectations. Their fan bases are pieces of shit. Those are the fucking facts. They're called the shit pound for a reason. And next time the Bengals play them, they're going to beat the shit out of them in the shit pound. Those are the facts. But like I said, hit the like button. If you hit the dislike button, you're a bitch. Those are the facts. Hit the subscribe button. Keep the channel growing. And you just listen to the smartest sports YouTuber on the planet. That's a fact. And I'm out.